yeah, we are going to be unboxing all of these Torture Poets Department CDs because I am unhinged. Hello and welcome to my channel. It is another Torture Poets Department video, and this time we're going to be unboxing all of the Torture Poets Department CDs. Yes, I said all of them. I know, I said I was only going to get the collector's editions and unbox them, but I decided to get the ones with the posters as well because I am unhinged. So let me show you all of the CDs I have. Please prepare yourselves all emotionally for this. Yeah, we are going to be unboxing all of these Torture Poets Department CDs, and yes, these are all the Torture Poets Department ones. I also want to start this video off by saying basically you're not any more or less of a fan because you want to buy these or because you can afford to buy these. I have a job. I only really collect Taylor Swift things. I don't really collect any other things, and it's just something that brings me joy. It is not something that causes any harm to anybody else, so please don't leave me any hates in the comments. And also, Taylor Swift was not forcing me to buy these either. I bought them because I wanted to buy them. Like, Taylor Swift herself was not being like, you have to buy these so my album could sell a lot of copies. I know they have different songs and the different variants and stuff, and people had a lot to say about that, but all of the songs are available on streaming and stuff. So yeah, please don't send me any hate just because I wanted to buy some CDs, because again, it doesn't cause any harm to anybody else, so please be nice in the comments. Also, hello, if you're new here, my name is Rachel. I do lots of Taylor Swift unboxing videos. Obviously, I do variant collect and stuff, so that means I get different versions of the same album. And honestly, one of the main reasons that I do videos like this where I show you multiple different versions is so people who don't want to buy every version can kind of see what they look like inside, see what is available in it, see the differences between them, so they can make the choice to buy just one of them, because most people don't need 4 copies of the same album. I personally I like collecting them. As you can see that I do collect Taylor Swift CDs, but yeah, you do not have to do this to be a real fan. All you need to do to be a real Swiftie, to be a real fan of Taylor, is to listen to her music, whether it's physically on CD or a vinyl or a cassette, or if it's on streaming like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, any kind of places like that. So yeah, please don't send me any hate, and let's be nice to everybody because that's what Taylor stands for. Anyway, now I've got the little disclaimer out of the way because I felt I had to do it because I didn't really want hate on this video because it's something that I'm really excited about, and yeah. I'm super excited about this. So first of all, I'm going to show you the Manuscript. So this is the Manuscript CD. This is the normal CD. Obviously, this is the cover that you are going to see on streaming. Now, as you all know by now, there are 2 versions of the Torture Poets Department out there on streaming. There is the Torture Poets Department, just the normal version with this cover. There's then the Torture Poets Department Anthology Collection with an extra 15 songs. Now, in these 15 songs, it also includes these 4 bonus tracks. So the Manuscript, the Bolter, the Black Dog, and the Albatross, which are on these different CDs. So you can stream all of these versions now. I know a lot of people weren't happy that there were different tracks on different versions, but now all of them are on streaming. Now in terms of the anthology physical release, we don't know if there will be a physical release for this. I think the anthology right now, it is just going to be a streaming only release, but maybe in the future she will release a physical release of it. Now personally, I'd really love that, but also you've got to bear in mind it's 31 songs. That's even longer than Red Taylor's version, and Red Taylor's version has 4 LP. So it would be a big vinyl, but obviously I am someone who does collect them, so I would very much get it. Okay, so first up, this is the Manuscript. So as I said, this is the normal cover you're going to see. Now this one I have already unboxed. I've done a full unboxing video because basically my rest of the CDs didn't come until later, as they didn't come on the day of the album coming out. They didn't come on the day of the album coming out. So I went to HMV in the UK. Now this was $14.99 and this is the normal version. So this is the version if you go to Target you're going to get, and in the UK if you go to places like HMV or any independent record stores, this is the version you'll get. It comes with a poster. So as I said, it was $14.99 and it was made in Germany. So this is what it looks like on the front and then on the back. So on the front we've got that gorgeous white border. It is just the Torture Poets Department album with the black and white photo of Taylor, and it says the Torture Poets Department. On the back we've got another black and white photo of Taylor with her head resting on her hands, very much going through it, and it says I love you, it's ruining my life. So obviously you've got a lyric there from Fortnite, and then it says file name, the Manuscript, and then it lists all of the track titles there, obviously including the Manuscript. So I'll read out all of the tracks that are on here. So you've got Fortnite, feat. Post Malone, the Torture Poets Department, My Boy Only Breaks His Favourite Toys, Down Bad, So Long London, But Daddy I Love Him, Fresh Out the Slammer, Florida, Feet Florence and the Machine, Guilty as Sin, question mark, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, question mark, I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can, LOML, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, The Alchemy, Clara Bow, and then the bonus track on this one is the Manuscript. So that is what that looks like there, and let's have a look at the CD inside. So the CD is not the most exciting Taylor CD, I will admit. It's not my favourite one, but I think it's all kind of following this theme. So it's following this theme of like, it's like files and stuff, it's like entered into evidence, which I do quite like. I like that it's on theme. So it's just kind of like a creamish coloured CD. It has the Torture Poets Department logo at the top, and then it says file name, the Manuscript, and then it says by Taylor Swift. Behind the CD actually, which is one of my favourite parts of Taylor Swift CDs. So whenever there is a Taylor Swift CD, behind the CD, sometimes it can be really, really exciting. I really love the one behind the late night edition of Midnight, but this one may be the coolest one yet, because behind the CD is a poem by the Stevie Nicks. So I think that's quite surreal, the fact she's written a poem specifically for this album. That means that we do actually need a song between Taylor and Stevie. I'm sorry, it's just the rules, but let me read this poem out to you. So it's just on like a black and white background. It says September 13th, 8:50 p.m, a poem by Stevie Nicks. He was in love with her, or at least so. Oh no, let me stop that again. He was in love with her, or at least she thought so. She was broken-hearted. Maybe he was too, neither of them knew. She was way too hot to handle, he was way too high to try. He couldn't even see her, he wouldn't open his eyes. She was on her way to the stars, he didn't say goodbye. She looked back from her future and shed a few tears. He looked into his past and actually felt fear. For both of them, the answers would never be ever clear. Don't ask questions now, do that later. She brings joy, he brings Shakespeare. It's almost a tragedy, says she. Don't endanger me, don't endanger me. He really can't answer her. He's afraid of her. He's hiding from her, and he knows that he's hurting her. She tells the truth. She writes about it. She's an informer. He's an ex-lover. There's nothing there for her. She's already gone. There's nothing that can stop her. She was just flying through the clouds where he saw her. She was making her way to the stars when he lost her. You, T, and me. So there it is. I think I did quite a good job. So if you see me try to read things up before, I struggle reading on video sometimes. Sometimes I'm alright, but sometimes I'm not. Anyway, this is the poster that comes with this. So the poster that comes with the CD, it has a black and white photo of Taylor on one side, and then on the other side, it's got handwritten lyrics. Obviously, these lyrics are printed. I've had a few questions about this when I said the handwritten lyrics. It's handwritten by Taylor originally, but obviously it's like photocopied and then printed. And the lyrics for this one are Down Bad, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. So those are the lyrics there to Down Bad. So very, very gorgeous. And we also have the lyric booklet. So this lyric booklet is absolutely fantastic. And in fact, it's even better in the vinyl, which you don't often get. Because in the vinyl, most vinyl, you don't really get a lyric booklet, which is a shame because I think a lyric booklet is such a good part of an album. So the fact that you do get one with this is pretty good. But yeah, anyway, this is the CD. We're talking about the CD today. So we've got that gorgeous cover of Taylor there. And then on the back, you've got that black and white picture of Taylor, the Torture Poets Department logo, and then file name, the Manuscript. So first up, it's got Fortnite featuring Post Malone. You've got two black and white pictures of Taylor, and then a Polaroid picture of Taylor and Post Malone. And this song is written by Taylor Swift, Jack Antonoff, and Austin Post. Austin Post, if you don't know, is Post Malone's actual name. Obviously his stage name is Post Malone, but his real name is Austin Post. Next up, we've got the Torture Poets Department, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. Then you've got My Boy Only Breaks His Favourite Toys, written by Taylor Swift, and then a black and white photo of Taylor with a hands and a hair. Then we've got Down Bad, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff, another black and white photo on the top of that page. We've got So Long London, a black and white photo of Taylor kind of facing away from the camera with a face kind of like turned towards it. It says So Long at the top, and then below the photo it says London, and London is upside down. We've also got some handwritten lyrics on this saying, and my friend said it isn't right to be scared every day of a love affair. So I'll just zoom in there so you can see that. So it is a really, really nice lyric booklet. A lot of effort has been put into it, and there's some really great pictures. Then we've got But Daddy I Love Him. So in But Daddy I Love Him, the lyrics, whereas the rest of them are just like normally presented just like in lines, this one is presented in lines but in the shape of an hourglass. We also have some lyrics there, so we've got some more handwritten lyrics. These ones are Too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. Next up we've got, But Daddy I Love Him is written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner. Fresh Out the Slammer, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. We've got this black and white picture of Taylor there holding some flowers, and it very much is giving like a wedding picture, that one, I think. Then we got Florida featuring Florence and the Machine, written by Taylor Swift and Florence herself. So you've got a black and white photo on the other page, but you've also got a Polaroid picture there of Taylor and Florence. Next page, you've got Guilty as Sin ? Written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. Another black and white picture of Taylor there, again with her back kind of facing away towards the camera and her head kind of facing towards the camera. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? That is self-written completely by Taylor Swift. I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. And then LOML, written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner. Now this page is just a plain like white page, so this has no pictures on, but most of the pages do have pictures on. So you've got I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. You've got 2 black and white pictures of Taylor, and on top of those pictures are handwritten lyrics. So it says, you know you're good when you can do it with a broken heart. The next page is The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. That is written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner, and you've also got some handwritten lyrics at the bottom of that page too, and they say, and I'll forget you, but I'll never forgive the smallest man who ever lived. Next page, we've got The Alchemy, another black and white picture of Taylor there. That is written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. Clara Bow, we've got this really gorgeous picture, black and white picture of Taylor taking up the whole page. Lyrics are on top of this page, written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner. Then we go off another page, the Manuscript. So obviously this is the bonus track for this particular version, and it's also available on the Anthology collection. We've got the Manuscript and written by Taylor Swift. And then we've got the Insummation. So rather than an album prologue, we've got at the very end of this an Insummation, which is slightly different than Taylor's other albums, and I'll read this out. It's kind of like another poem. Okay. At this hearing, I stand before my fellow members of the Torture Poets Department with a summary of my findings, a debrief, a detailed rewinding for the purpose of warning, for the sake of reminding. As you might all unfortunately recall, I've been struck with a case of restricted humanity, which explains my plea here today of temporary insanity. You see, the pendulum swings, oh the chaos it brings, leads to the cage beast to do the most curious things. Lovers spent years denying what's ill-fated, resentment rotting away galaxies we created. Stars placed in glues meticulously by hand next to the ceiling fan. Tried wishing on comets, tried dimming the shine, tried to orbit his planets, some stars never align. And in one conversation, I tore down the whole sky. Spring swung forth with dazzling freedom hues, then a crash from the skylight bursting through. Something old, someone hallowed, who told me he could be brand new. And so I was out of the oven and into the microwave, out of the slammer and into a tidal wave. How gallant to save the empress from her gilded tower, swinging a sword he could barely lift. But loneliness struck at that fateful hour, low-hanging fruit on his wine-stained lips. He never even scratched the surface of me. None of them did. In summation, it was not a love affair. I screamed while bringing my fist to my coffee ring desk. It was a mutual manic phase. It was self-harm. It was house and then cardiac arrest. A smirk creeps onto this poet's face because it's the worst men that I write best. And so I enter into evidence my tarnished coat of arms, my muses acquired like bruises, my talismans and charms, the tick, tick, tick of love bombs, my veins of pitch black ink. All's fair in love and poetry. Sincerely, the chairman of the Torture Poets Department. So there you've got that on that final page, and that is what that looks like. And that is everything that is included in the manuscript. So you've got that poster, the CD, and the lyric booklet. Where have I put the CD? That would be helpful. So that is just the normal version with the poster. This is the collector's edition. So I bought the collector's edition off Taylor's website when she announced the Torture Poets Department at the Grammys. So I got it from the UK store. Oh, that was actually easier than I thought to open. Now, the reason I actually bought 2 versions of this album, so why I bought this normal version and then this version, is simply because this one is thicker, so I didn't realise it was a different shape. So I like to have like the normal shape and this one. Whereas with 1989 Taylor's version, when she released the photo version on her website and then the poster version in stores, I only got the photo version. I didn't get the posters version because it was very, very similar minus the posters. And this one is made in Germany as well for anyone who's curious. I know CDs, it doesn't matter as much where they're made from, but some people are still curious. Okay, I'm curious how I'm actually going to open this because as you can see, it's much bigger than your average CD. So this is your average CD, and this is kind of like the size of 2 CDs and like a little bit, so it's actually even bigger than that because you can see like the lines there. But yeah, everything else is the same on the front. So on the front, it doesn't have any stickers on the front, it does just have the album cover, whereas this one had a sticker basically saying like poster 1 of 4. The back is also exactly the same too, just so you can see for comparison. So it's when we open it up that things are going to be different. Now I've not actually opened this up, and I've tried to avoid looking at other people's collector's editions. Okay, so first up, when you open this up, it opens up like this. It's definitely very, very different. So you've got the CD here. Behind the CD, is there anything? Oh my gosh, don't break it. So behind the CD on this front cover here, it is just plain white, and that CD is exactly the same as well. So it's exactly the same CD, it just has the manuscript on it, doesn't have any extra tracks or anything like that. So I'll pop that there. I think we've also then got the lyric booklet. So what's on the front of this one compared to like normal ones, this is where the lyric booklet is, but it looks like that's just a picture. So that is just a picture on the front. So the lyric booklet's actually placed inside of here, which is going to be impossible to open, I think. There we go. So there is the lyric booklet. It will be exactly the same lyric booklet. I'll just have a quick skim through. Yeah, so it is exactly the same when it comes to the lyric booklet. All the pictures are the same as well, just to save time. So we don't need to read them all again because I've already read them all for you, and I don't think you want me to read again. And then behind, I don't know how we're going to open that. Oh, okay, I think it opens in sides. Okay, so that's one side that opens, and then I think we're going to open this side. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm a bit scared. Okay, I think this is how you do it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew. Panic over. Okay, so then you open the collector's edition one side that way and then the other side this way. Now what's interesting about this is it looks like there should be a CD there because they've literally got the space for the CD but no like inner bit for the CD. That's a little bit unusual. There's definitely only one CD with this. It's not like there's an extra CD, and behind this bit is where the Stevie Nicks poem is, so it's not behind the CD, but it has this case here. The plastic bit looks like what normally is behind a CD, so that's unusual. Anyway, let's have a look at the artifacts. So you can see it's a big CD. This is thicker than I was expecting, and definitely it's actually quite heavy, so I'm quite impressed with this. So it says artifacts there. There you go, and I'll read out what's in it, but just so you can see what it looks like up close. There we go. So it says artifacts, file name, the manuscript, the Torture Poets Department, the manuscript patch, department bookmark, the manuscript magnet, and 4 photo cards. And then it's got this like little picture on the front of a night sky and then a quill. And then on the back, it's got handwritten lyrics saying, the only thing that's left is the manuscript. The only thing left is the manuscript. And then it's got the Torture Poets Department logo there, and then it says issued by Taylor Swift. And Taylor is signed like her normal signing. And this is in like a little like envelope, so you open this up and let's see what's inside. Okay. A little bit wary. It's actually quite good quality. It's better quality than the 1989 Taylor's version photos, which I said in the video when I made it, I was a little bit disappointed with the quality. This is actually good quality. Like this is card at least. They were so like flimsy. Okay, so first up, what should I show you first? I'll show you this first. I think this is the bookmark. So we've got a little like envelope, another envelope with the Torture Poets Department logo in like a shiny gold. The envelope is sealed shut, so I'm gonna have to open this. It's kind of like you know when you seal an envelope. Okay. Let's have a look at this. So this is a book. Wow, that's big. Okay, I did not expect the bookmark to be this big. Let me show you it compared to a CD, because most of you know what a CD looks like. I was expecting it to probably be half, if not like even smaller than that of the size. It's definitely bigger than I thought. So on the front it says the manuscript, so it's a gold bookmark. It's one of those like clip ones, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a paperclip almost. So it looks like that. It says the manuscript in gold on it, kind of like engraved. Actually better quality than I thought, I must admit. It's hard to kind of show you because it's so shiny, but that's what it looks like there. And then on the back of it, you got the Torture Poets Department logo there. Let me see if it focuses, like engraved as well. So definitely better quality than I thought. The fact they're engraved is actually, and it's bigger than I thought. I have no idea how to tell you the quality. Like, can you hear that? I'm trying to like show you one time when I had the red ring, someone asked me to bang it on a table to show them the quality. I don't know what to bang it on. Okay, I've got Baby Yoda. There you go. So if you're curious, that is what it sounds like if you bang it against something. You know, we've always got to show you the quality of these things. So that is in there. That's in a cute little like envelope. We've got a lot of envelopes in this. Okay, next up, should I show you the patch? I'm going to show you the patch. So the patch on it is what is on the front of this envelope. So it's that like night sky with the moon and the quill on top of like, well, I'm guessing a manuscript. And on the manuscript, it does have the little Torture Poets Department logo. This is a patch, quite a cute little patch, you know, ones you can like iron onto things or like sew onto things. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine yet, but it's quite pretty. So it says the manuscript at the top, and then it's just got this black and white picture that is on it, and it's all right quality, you know, it is pretty good quality. I'll kind of like show you up close if you can see. is actually decent quality. So I'm actually very impressed with this. I think I was so like scared because of what the 1989 Taylor's version ones were like. I was like, okay, this one is the magnet, and this comes in like a plastic little bit, so I'll be throwing that away, whereas I'll keep all the paper ones because they have like the logo on, whereas this is just plain plastic. This is the magnet, so this has the exact same photo that is on the patch. So you've got the patch there, and then you've got the magnet. So the magnet's slightly smaller, and obviously it's a magnet, what can I say? And it's got the same thing on, so it's got that night sky with the large full moon, a quill on top of a manuscript, and the manuscript has that little Torture Post Department logo on, and then on the very top it's got a big like border all around it, and it says the manuscript in black, kind of like curved. So it is actually very nice. Next up are the photo cards. So for some reason when I heard photo cards, I heard postcards. It is not a postcard. I believe these come with K-pop albums quite a lot, photo cards. I've not actually personally got any K-pop albums, but they always look so fantastic. They put so much effort into them, so I'm very excited that we've got something like this in that. On the front you've got that same design with the night sky and the manuscript. This is in a little envelope as well, and then this is what's on the back. So you've got the Torture Post Department logo with excerpts from the manuscript photo cards. I told you, sometimes I'll be struggling to say words on videos. Okay, so, oh, pretty. Okay, so there are 4 of these photo cards. Oh, I love showing things on like a video because you get to see my reaction to them as well, because I've never seen anything kind of like this before. So let me show you the first one. You've got this black and white photo of Taylor kind of like facing the camera, but she's like turned to face the camera, and it's got handwritten lyrics saying, "And at last she knew the agony had been far." Oh no, I said far. There we go. And at last she and at last she knew what the agony had been for. That makes a lot more sense and is actually a lyric. So let me kind of show you that. So you've got that gorgeous black and white picture of Taylor, and then on the reverse side again you've got that same picture of the night sky, and it says the manuscript on it as well. So that picture is throughout. Next one, we've got another black and white picture. This is like a darker black and white picture of Taylor facing towards the camera, but her head is like kind of turned down a little bit, and it says, "Looking backwards might be the only way to move forward." This is again handwritten lyrics on there, obviously printed, they're not actually handwritten, but that is a really nice picture of Taylor. And on the back again you've got that picture of the night sky thing. We have another one. I love this picture. It's a black and white picture of Taylor. It's a lighter one again, and she's facing towards the camera, and she has a hand towards like a chin, and she's looking like, I'm not sure how you'd describe it. How would you describe that? I'd say longing? I don't know how you describe, how would you describe that expression? Let me know how you describe that expression. I don't want to say longing, but I'm also not sure if that's the expression I mean, but that's what I'm going to say on the video. And then you've again got those handwritten lyrics at the top that say, "And the tears fell in synchronicity with the score." She uses a lot of large words, and sometimes large words are hard to say on videos, everybody. Another black and white photo of Taylor, and this is again a dark one. She's wearing a black kind of like bandeau kind of top, and then a black skirt. Well, you're guessing that black, it just might be a dark colour. It looks black on the picture, and she's like facing towards the camera again with her head kind of tilted. And the lyrics on here are, "Now and then I reread the manuscript, but the story isn't mine anymore." So that's that one. So pretty. And then on the back is that. So these are like the most like high quality things. They're not as high quality as like a plain card because they're not like the shiny, but it is still pretty nice. It's like this card. It's not like a shiny card, but it is very nice. So yeah, that is the Manuscript Collector's Edition, available from Taylor Swift's online store. I believe it was about £20. But yeah, it's actually very, very nice. I like that it opens in 2 places. I think that's quite cool. I think it's a little bit unusual though that it has this plastic bit on this side that looks like there should be another CD in there, but I know for a fact this shouldn't be another CD because obviously we've only got 1 CD with it. But it is weird that it looks like there should be more CDs. Maybe if they were to release the anthology collection, this is how they would do that, because you've got enough space here probably for 4 CDs. But I think you'd only need 2 CDs, I believe, for the 31 tracks, because that's how many you have for Red Taylor's version. I think they're kind of a similar length, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've not actually checked, so I could be completely wrong there. But yeah, they are the 2 versions of the manuscript. The order we're going to go in is the order of like what the posters say. So this one is the Albatross, and that is poster number 2 of 4. So this is the next one we're going to do. Let me go pop everything back in here for safekeeping. That was the manuscripts. That was the manuscript version. Now we're moving up to the next version, which is the Albatross. So this is what this one looks like. It's got a little bit shiny because of obviously the like wrap on it, so we're going to take that off. So this one I got from HMV, and it was $14.99. HMV and independent record stores in the UK have these variants. In the US, you're going to get them from places like Target. Around the world as well, I think they'll be available at independent record stores too, so just have a look around. I believe they were also available on Taylor's website as well. So this was $14.99, and for people who are curious, this was also made in Germany. I know it's not as big of a deal as it is with the vinyl, because obviously like you're not getting the same sort of variation with the pressings and stuff depending on where it's made, because obviously these are just kind of like printed rather than pressed. But let's open her up. Okay, so these are ridiculously hard to open. Now I'm going to keep the little hype sticker on this as well. So it just says two-sided poster, 2 of 4 with photo and handwritten lyrics. So I'll show you that up close there. So that's what it just says there with like a picture of the manuscript. No, it's not the manuscript. It's the Albatross. It's the Albatross, everybody. Honestly, it's so easy to get them confused because they were announced like quite like close together. I'd love to be in like the crowd where Taylor announces something. Like I would love it, but also I would be petrified at the same time because imagine, I wouldn't even know how to cope, because at least like when she announces it and I'm at home, I can kind of like cope with it normally. But like if I was there with everybody else also like freaking out, I'd be like, we'd be having the best time. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the little hype sticker on this because I'm gonna stick it on the CD like jewel case, I think. Okay, let's. So yeah, as I said, I got this from HMV, $14.99, so fair price. That's how much CDs tend to be, because it's new and it's obviously got quite a few songs. Not even all the songs, because obviously we've got the anthology collection, which is like, honestly, I think the most unhinged thing Taylor Swift has ever done. But I love her for it, because like 15 brand new songs was just so surreal. After we'd already had a full album, we basically got a second album, which was so cool. So yeah, the Albatross cover is a darker shade like of grey. So the background, rather than having that white background around this square picture of Taylor, it's like a grey picture, grey colour rather than grey picture around it. And then you've got this black and white picture of Taylor. She's got the sea behind her and she's like looking, she's like turned away from the camera, but no, her back is towards the camera and she's facing towards the camera, and it's like dramatic. And then it says the Torture Post Department. It's a dramatic one. She's a dramatic lady, but also like same. I love the album photo shoots. And then we've got on this one, it is the Am I Allowed to Cry? So you can see that, and this is a black and white photo of Taylor on the back, like looking down, and it's got the lyrics Am I Allowed to Cry? The track list on this is exactly the same, so I will save you me reading it to you again. The only difference is that it doesn't have the manuscript on, it's got the Albatross. So you can see there, bonus track the Albatross, and then it says file name. Come on, focus for me. File name the Albatross. And when it says file name, it's usually then handwritten, the thing she says. Okay, so I've not seen this, so I'm excited to open it. Ooh, okay, so first we got the CD. Let me show you the CD. Now the bit behind the poem, is it the same? Let's have a look. That's what I love about getting different variants, is you can see if they're the same. So let me just show you the bit behind the CD. Yeah, it is exactly the same. I think it's the same colour as well. Yeah, so it is the same colour behind the CD there for the Stevie Nicks poem. Maybe not. Oh, I think it's slightly different, because basically behind this one it's like more of a bed, whereas behind this one it's more like just of a black colour. So it's ever so slightly different, but not different enough to like notice. You'd have to be looking to notice that it's different. The back like image behind the poem, but the poem as well, it is exactly the same poem. It would have been cool if there were 4 different poems, but like Stevie Nicks, she's a busy lady, she can't write 4 poems. The one she has done is perfectly lovely. Then the CD for this one, rather than that cream colour like the manuscript, it is this grey. It's kind of a darkish shade of grey, like a greeny blue tint. I don't know my colours. I know I should know like different colours, like the names of them. I don't. I know the basic names of colours. So it's like a darkish bluish tinted grey. It's like a cool tinted grey. That was quite good for me actually. Cool tint. Someone's gonna be like, Rachel, this is not cool tinted grey. This is actually a warm. I think it's cool. You know what? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Just imagine, just imagine. So anyway, then we've got the white Torture Post Department logo at the top, and then it says file name, the Albatross, and then obviously it's all got the same producers and executive producers and mixed by person. So let's have a look at the poster that's in this one. So the last one, we had the lyrics to Down Bad. This one is another picture of Taylor. This is one where she's like, again, like dramatically looking back. It's quite a small poster. It's just like a square one. So obviously it is the size of a normal CD, but times 4. So I do have a couple of the Japanese variants of other Taylor albums, and when they come with posters, they are the size of the Japanese version times 4. So it's slightly bigger because the Japanese versions are like a similar size to a 7-inch vinyl, whereas the CDs obviously have that jewel case. So it's 4 times that. So it's not too big, but that's what that one looks like. And the handwritten lyrics for this this are for I can fix him, no really I can. And then on the back of this, so you've got the two like white pages on it, and then you've got the background is like a grey, and it's also got a couple of like little paw prints, because obviously, you know, you've got the black dog on there. So that is the lyrics for those. And let's have a look if the lyric booklet is different, because that is my favourite thing when lyric booklets are different. It's like, whoa, a lot of effort has been put into this. So the front cover, I can see the front cover and the back cover are different, but I don't know if it will be different inside, but I'm excited to find out. I think with Midnights they were slightly different maybe. It's been a long time. I need to have another look at Midnights. Okay. It's different, everybody. It's different. Woo, 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 woo. Some of you are now sighing that I'm going to have to show you all the lyric booklet again. And we're going to be doing it 4 times, baby. So yeah, the front cover is obviously that front cover of the Albatross. The back cover, it's got a grey background. There was a picture of Taylor in like a rectangle. And it's like a very close-up of Taylor's face. She's kind of looking at me a bit there like, hello? You got any games? Like, that's the vibes I'm getting. And then it says file name the Albatross. So we open this up, and rather than it having a white background and all of like the backgroundness of the lyric booklet, it's got a grey background, because again, it's kind of all mixing, it's all matching the right theme. So those first pictures, you're getting a full album photo shoot for this. You got these black and white pictures of Taylor. These are the ones that I said look like wedding pictures, because she's wearing what looks like a white or at least a light coloured dress. Obviously black and white, you can't properly tell, and she's holding like a rose in front of her, so it's very much kind of, it's wedding-y to me. And then you've got a photo of Taylor again, like back facing the camera, turned towards the camera, and then another picture of Taylor and Post Malone. This time Taylor is like laughing at Post Malone rather than like actually like facing the camera for a photo. Obviously all of the songs are written by the same people, so I'll just kind of describe what's in the lyric booklet. So again, these grey background, and then you've got a picture of Taylor on the second page with the Torture Post Department. My boy only breaks his favourite toys. It is Taylor with a mirror, and she has her finger touching the mirror. Another black and white photo obviously as well. Down bad, the bottom half of the page is the grey. The top part of the page is one of these like dark pictures of Taylor, because there's like different kind of shades of the black and white. There's like the darker ones with like higher kind of contrast, I think, and then there's the ones with like less contrast that are less dark or more shadows. I'm not a photographer. So yeah, you've got a picture of Taylor there. Most of her hair is kind of covering her face. Her head is slightly tilted forward. She's facing towards the camera. And then we've got a picture, the So Long London one. Oh, they've got different lyrics. Okay, so there's different handwritten lyrics in here as well. So Long London, you've got a picture of Taylor looking kind of upwards, and she's got a hand on her face. And the handwritten lyrics in this one for So Long London are, I stopped trying to make him laugh, stop trying to drill the safe. So those are the handwritten lyrics for So Long London in this Albatross version. So they are different, which I love. Oh, the But Daddy I Love Him lyrics. Remember what I told you about that in the manuscript, how it was like in an hourglass shape? This one is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a hexagon shape. So it's in a hexagon shape, the lyrics, like rather than just being in like lines, you know, most lyrics like are presented just in lines. They're in lines, but the lines are like in the shape of a hexagon. And then the lyrics for here, the handwritten lyrics are, Lord knows the words we never hear, just screaming tires and true love. So there you've got the handwritten lyrics there. Oh, I said that wrong as well, so that's not helpful, is it? Lord knows the words we never heard, everybody. Heard. Just screeching tires and true love. That makes more sense than screaming tires, everybody. I've let you down, but I've corrected it. Then you've got another picture of Taylor on this next page, which is for Fresh Out the Slammer, and it is a picture of Taylor again. Kind of, a lot of them are with her back facing towards the camera and her kind of tilting towards it, and she's wearing like what looks like a dress. Obviously you can't see much of it because it's not even showing the full thing, but I imagine it's a dress, and it's quite like, it's got a very interesting shoulder detail that looks like a flower. So for Florida, we've got another picture there of Taylor and Florence. This is a Polaroid one. For Guilty as Sin, you've got a picture of Taylor. It looks like she's holding kind of like a bed sheet up to her face, and it's got a black background for Guilty as Sin. Then on this page with Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can, and LOML, it is just the grey background. Then for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, 2 more black and white pictures of Taylor, one of them kind of just of her eyes and a fringe, and another one in that black lace dress, which I really loved for the Clara bow in the previous one. So this one says, they said, babe, you gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. So that's what those said. So beautiful, I love that. Also, interestingly enough, the albums, like the track title number, so obviously like Fortnite is number 1, it's Roman numerals. So this one here, you've got, it's track number 13, so it's X, like I. 13, yes. And then for The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, the lyrics you've got, I would have died for your sins Instead, I just dyed inside. So those are the lyrics for that one. Next up, you have The Alchemy, a black and white picture of Taylor again, kind of like crouched down. And then for Clara Bow, you've got a different picture of Taylor here, but just as gorgeous in what looks like a white dress, but again, it's black and white with a black background. Her hair kind of swept across her face. They're very much using one of those wind fans. Then you've got the Albatross, and then the poem is exactly the same on this. You've got a bit different picture of Taylor. It's a close-up of Taylor, again, facing towards the camera. And then you've got that back picture. So that is everything that is included in the Albatross version of the Torture Poets department. This is the version, again, that you get at Target. So this is like the general version. Now, there's no like Albatross version of the album actually on streaming, so you can't get this cover on streaming, but obviously you can stream the Albatross the song if you listen to the Torture Poets department anthology collection, which is, well, it's just called anthology, I just add collection to it, but yeah, so that's slightly different. So that is what that one looks like. So we'll pop you there. What have we got next? We've got the collector's edition, also made in Germany. Germany must have a CD cap factory. Are any of you from Germany? Maybe? Let me know. Do you know if there's like a CD factory? Because there might be, that I just don't know about. Okay, let's open them up. At least I now know how to open these collector's editions as well, so I'm not going to be as like stressed when I'm opening them, which will be nice. So no little thing on this, it just says made in Germany. I'm not going to keep the made in Germany, and this is what it looks like. So again, it's like a thick collector's edition. As you can see, it's like double the size of a normal CD there. And yeah, same cover on the front, same thing on the back. So we'll open this first bit up, which will be the CD. So this is the first side. So it's just the normal CD there, with a grey background, and then behind the CD is just the grey background. You've then got the lyric booklet on this side, so that's the lyric booklet, and then you've got the artifacts on this other side. So the lyric booklet will be the same, so let's close that front half. I think I'm describing it all right. So as you can see, like the CD opens from both sides because it's so thick, so it's like two CDs essentially kind of like stuck together, and they open on both sides. Okay, next side, this is the stuff with the artifacts in, as they call them. So there we go, and then again you've got this poem by Stevie Nicks, and it's the same one. It's still got that thing where it looks like it should be a CD like holder, but it's not. So the artifacts for this is in a grey envelope rather than the previous one that was in a white envelope. And the text in it is in white. It says file name, the Albatross, which is like handwritten. Then it says the Torture Poets department, the Albatross patch, department bookmark, Albatross magnet, and 4 photo cards. And the little picture they've got there is of the albatross. So if you don't know what an albatross is, it's a type of bird. I also did not know what an albatross was until the clever Swifties pointed out it was a bird. So I presume that must be an albatross bird. And the lyrics on the back of this, so on the back of the little envelope, you've got the Torture Poets department logo in white. The lyrics are, she's the albatross, she is here to destroy you. So those are the lyrics there. Let's focus a little bit for me. And then on the back, issued by Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. So let's open her up. There we go. So I'll do it in the same order. So first up, we've got the bookmark. The envelopes for these, as they were all cream in the previous one, this is grey in this one, so it's slightly different. And then the bookmark is exactly the same. It's like this gold bookmark, again, surprisingly big, with like gold lettering of the albatross kind of engraved into it on that front. And then on the back as well, you've got that Tortured Poets Department logo, as you can see, but it's quite shiny, so it's a little bit difficult to see. And then on the envelope for this bookmark, it's a grey envelope with the gold lettering for the Torture Poets department, which I really like. Then what did I show you next? I think I showed you the patch. So this is the patch that is upside down, so that does not help you. So it's got like a little grey background around the picture. It's a picture of like the albatross bird in like a cloud basically, and then it has a little Torture Poets department logo, and at the top it says the albatross in black lettering. Same thing is on the magnet as well. So the magnet is pretty much the same, it's just slightly smaller, and again the magnet is in this like plastic packaging. Oh, it's okay, it's only a magnet, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else. There we go. So, there you go. Upside down again. Oh no, upside down again. It wasn't even upside down the first time. Oh no, that one's upside down. I was like, why is it? Yeah, there we go. So that is what that one looks like, and the patch is kind of like almost in a shield shape. That is how I would describe it. So this is the magnet, which is obviously magnetic. If you have a fridge, you can just go whoop, and it will stick to it. So those are those two. And then we have the photo cards. So the photo cards are in this little grey envelope with that same picture of the seagull in the cloud. On the back, you've got the Torture Poets department logo in white, and photo cards with excerpts from the Albatross, obviously the song. So let's open her up. There we go. So we've got 4 pictures here again of Taylor looking very, very beautiful. So first up, we've got Taylor on a black background. She's facing the camera. She's wearing a dress and one of the sleeves is like falling off her shoulder. And it says, "She's the death you choose. She's the death you choose. You're in terrible danger." So that are the handwritten lyrics on there. And then the back of this card, rather than being the cream again, is that grey colour with the albatross little patch design, so with the seagull in the cloud. Then we have this gorgeous picture of Taylor in this like black lace kind of like jacket sort of thing. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but she looks so beautiful. And it says, "So I crossed my thoughtless heart, spread my wings like a parachute." So those are the handwritten lyrics on that one. And then the same design on the back. You've got another black and white photo of Taylor. They're all black and white photos at this point, but it is Taylor wearing that like black bandeau top with the black skirt facing towards the camera. It's like most of the outfit as well. Oops. And the lyrics on this are, "Locked me up in towers, but I visit in your dreams. Locked me up in towers, but I'd visit. Locked me up in towers, but I'd visit. Locked me up in towers, but I'd visit in your dreams." We got there in the end, so stuttered a bit on that one. So gorgeous picture of Taylor, and then on the back you've got the picture of the albatross bird. Final one, another close-up picture of Taylor here, black and white again. "They tried to warn him about her." So that's a picture of Taylor with those are the handwritten lyrics on that. So that is the albatross version. Again, very, very gorgeous. I'm really a big fan of these collector's editions. They're really nice. And as I said, they're so much better than the 1989 Taylor's version, which I was a little bit disappointing with. This is very much like actually quite high quality, so I'm like very impressed with this, and I'm very excited that I got this as well. This collector's edition I got from Taylor's online store is available for a limited time only. I don't know if it'll come back. Obviously I can't comment, I don't work at the store, so I don't know if it'll come back, but it's definitely a really nice collector's thing. I definitely think if Taylor releases some kind of collector's thing on her store and it looks like it's something like this, then it'll be worth it. If it's something like to be fair, I'd still say the 1989 photos are still better than just like the poster. I think it's quite nice to have them as like a keepsake, but I definitely think this is just so much more high quality and it kind of shows what they can do. And I don't mind if it's a bit more expensive for something like a collector's edition, because obviously the CD is bigger and stuff. It is different, and I like it when it's different because it's nice to have something that stands out and something that is a collectible rather than something that's just like, oh, we can just put these little bits of paper in. Whereas this is it's a bit more fun. I think it's a bit more fun. It will not go in here. Come on. There we go. And that is the Albatross Collector's Edition. Next up, we are going to go for number 3 in terms of the posters, which is the Black Dog. So we're going to go for that next, and let me just pop all these away so we can get on with the next CD. Next up we have the Black Dog version. So this is the Black Dog version, this is the collector's edition, and this is the edition I bought from HMV. It was $14.99, and guess what, it was made in Germany, and it says at the very top that this is the collectible poster 3 of 4, because there are 4 of these posters with photo and handwritten lyrics. This is the darkest colour of variant, so the background for this is a black background with then a like square picture of Taylor. This is also the picture of Taylor, I believe, that is on the anthology collection too, with this darker version. So I do really like this cover. I think it's a really nice one. So let's open her up. CDs can be ridiculously hard to open sometimes. Not as hard. I think vinyl are the most hard because you get like so stressed about opening them. So like I'm preparing myself emotionally to open the Torture Post Department vinyl because I need to see what they look like. I'm always worried about opening vinyl though, because sometimes you see the vinyl variant color of the actual LP and you're just like, oh, who did that? You all know what I'm thinking. If you've seen any of my videos talking about vinyl, there is one vinyl I will hate on. That vinyl is the Midnight's Mahogany. I don't like it. It's not brown, it's orange. In fact, it's not orange, it's yellow. Ugh. Don't get me started. It's one of those things, you know when there's some things that are like, just do not matter, but every time you think about it, you get annoyed. That is me with that version. Okay, I cannot open this. Let me say, cuticle cutters, as long as you don't like damage the CD or the vinyl or everything, are like the best for opening these things, because they're just like delicate enough that you can do it without like scratching it if you're careful. Okay, so we have opened her. We have almost opened her. We're so close. There we go. So this is the Black Dog variant, so it's the darkest one, as I said, that black and white picture of Taylor with the black background. And on the back, you've got another black and white picture of Taylor with Old Habits Die Screaming. Obviously, all of the tracks are exactly the same, but instead of the Manuscript or the Albatross, you have the Black Dog as that extra song. So it's a little bit hard to show you because the jewel case obviously is quite shiny. So we'll open her up. I imagine the CD for this will be black. I think it makes sense considering it's the Black Dog variant. So yeah, it's a very dark grey, I would say, the CD. It's a very dark grey rather than a black. So that is what that one looks like. So it's got the Torture Post Department logo in white, and this is file name The Black Dog by Taylor Swift with everything else the same. Then the Stevie Nicks poem. Behind this again, it just kind of looks like a black and white picture of bed sheets, but it is the exact same poem. Let's have a look at what post is inside this as well. So on this poster, you've got a picture of Taylor. They're all quite similar, these ones. Again, back facing the camera, Taylor turned towards the camera, and the lyrics for this are for Clara Bow. So the background of this is like a darker colour, so it's almost it's like a grey, almost black. And you've got the lyrics there. It also somewhere has a little paw print I saw, because obviously this is the Black Dog variant, so it's got a little paw print under one of those white sheets that has the handwritten lyrics on. So that is the poster that's included in this. Let's have a look at the lyric booklet, because these lyric booklets are different, which is very exciting. So everything in this, as I said, it was cream in the manuscript, grey in the Albatross. This one will be black. So you've got the cover there. On the back, you've got a picture of Taylor, again, facing towards the camera. File name, The Black Dog, and then the Torture Post Department logo there. First picture, when you open it up, is the Fortnite one. So you've got this picture of Taylor that I kind of think looks like an award show style picture, because basically it looks like one of those ones you see at award shows. She's wearing that black bandeau top and the black skirt and looking towards the camera. You've then got one of her with her eyes closed facing up, and then you've got another Polaroid of Taylor and Post Malone, and this is one of them specifically posing for a photo, and it's different from the other versions. Next up on the My Boy Only Breaks His Favourite Toys page, you've got this black and white picture of Taylor facing towards the camera, wearing like a white shirt. Next on Down Bad, a black and white picture of Taylor with her head kind of down. Then For So Long London, it's a black and white picture of Taylor, obviously I need to stop saying black and white, you got it everyone, kind of facing towards the side, and the lyrics for this are, "And you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it." So those are the handwritten lyrics for So Long London in the Black Dog variant. Not all of the songs have handwritten lyrics on. Oh, okay, but Daddy I Love Him, again, it is a different shape. So we had a hourglass, then we had a hexagon. This is just a square. Interesting. And then the lyrics for this are, "Growing up precious sometimes means not growing up at all." Precocious. Yeah, it's not precious. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. So that is for But Daddy I Love Him. Those are the handwritten lyrics there. You've got this picture of Taylor fresh above out the slammer in that black lace outfit, which I think is my favourite of all the Torture Poets department. You've got another picture there of Taylor and Florence. Florence, it's a Polaroid one, so Florence is closer to the camera and Taylor's in the background. Then you've got a close-up picture of Taylor, again, kind of like facing towards the side for Guilty as Sin. No pictures on the page for Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, I Can Fix Them, No Really I Can, and LOML, just the black. Then for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, you've got pictures of Taylor's hands, kind of with like a silk, again, it kind of just looks like bed sheets over her hands, and then a photo of Taylor like close up just facing the camera, and the lyrics are, "I can hold my breath, I've been doing it since he left." So those are the handwritten lyrics on that one. And then the handwritten lyrics for The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived was any of it true? So there are on there. Next up, we have The Alchemy, picture of Taylor there looking up. And then we have, for Clara Bow, a picture of Taylor, like, again, it kind of looks like bedsheets, but I think it's the dress from before that's fallen off her shoulder, so you can see that there. And then the Black Dog, so you got the Black Dog lyrics there, and then another picture of Taylor for the like final kind of like poem for the album, with her facing, again, kind of back towards the camera, back facing the camera, and then her also facing the camera, turned to face it. So that is everything that's in the Black Dog normal variant. I will now show you the collector's edition as well. I'm super excited to see the patch on this, because I feel like they kind of showed you the patch when you were buying it, but whenever the variants come out, I panic so much, I'm just like, buy now, think later. And it's also more exciting when you don't know what's going to be included, I think. Or maybe I'm just weird. No one answer that, thank you. So yes, now we have the Black Dog Collector's Edition. So again, it's that big size. Let's open up with these. Honestly, these cuticle cutters have been a revelation for opening CDs. They've been so good, because it just makes it so much neater and so much easier. So 10 out of 10 recommend that. So we've got that same cover, same thing on the back with the Old Habits Die Screaming. When you open her up here, so this first bit, this is kind of just the normal CD bit essentially, because you've got the this bad boy, the CD with the, again, it's like that dark colour, and then behind it is just that dark colour again. That's the background of the Black Dog version. You've got the lyric booklet, which is the same as the one that is in the let me just check it's the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So this is the lyric booklet that is in the normal CD. The bit that's different is obviously the size of the CD and then these artifacts that are on the second side. So we'll close her up a little bit and we'll open this side up and we've got the artifacts. So that is what that one looks like. Let's open her. So this one is not a black like envelope, which I definitely thought it was going to be a black envelope for the black dog, but it is a darker envelope than the other ones, but the text in it is in black. So it says file name, the black dog, the torture poets department, the black dog patch, department bookmark, the black dog magnet and 4 photo cards, and the photo for this one that's going to be on the magnet and the patch is the moon, like a full moon, and then a black dog that looks more like a wolf, kind of like howling on top of the moon. And then on the back you've got lyrics, how you don't miss me in the black dog. And then you've got issued by Taylor Swift. Yeah, and the black, the Torture Poets Department logo is in black on this one. So let me do the same order we did the other ones in. We have got this little envelope. The envelope for this looks darker. Yeah, the envelope is actually darker for the bookmark. I thought this is what the colour for this one would be, so I'm a little bit surprised of the envelope for that. So the envelope for this, it's more of a dark grey. It's still not black, I wouldn't say. So we'll open this as the bookmark. So you've got this bookmark. It is, again, the same gold with the black dog engraved onto it, just the words the black dog. And then on the back, you've got that Torture Poets Department logo. So that is the bookmark. Then we're going to go on to the patch. The patch is the darker patch. The background of the patch is a darkish grey, but the colour of the like dog and the moon is like a black as well. So the patch itself it's dark, but it's not just completely black. And then the title, the black dog, is at the top, kind of curved. You've got that big like black dog that looks more like a wolf. I'm sorry, that is a wolf. That is not a dog. That is a wolf. And then the magnet, same thing, also in this little plastic envelope. Let's open her up. There you go. So that is the black dog magnet. So it's got that same design on, the black dog on top of like the full moon, and then the black dog text. So it's just a magnet. So if you want to magnet it to anything, you can. And then last but not least, the photo cards. I think my photo cards are my favourite bit of it. So it's got the same picture, and then on the back it's got the Torture Poets Department logo in black and with excerpts from the black dog photo cards. Woo! Let's open it up. Okay, so we've got a dark photo of Taylor here. The lyrics are, I move through the world with the heartbroken. So I move through the world with the heartbroken. There, a close-up picture of Taylor's face. Next up we have, my longings stay unspoken. This is a picture of Taylor kind of like almost hunched over. Girly is going through it. Girly's going through it in that one, and you've got the same design on the back. Then we've got old habits die screaming. I love this. Her hair looks really nice. So like her hair is straight, and then at the bottom of her hair it's kind of like it's loose until the bottom where it's got like a little kind of like silky like bobble kind of holding it, looking really nice. And then she's wearing a black dress, and her shoulders, like it's a black shoulder. It's not on her shoulders. What would you call one of those dresses? Like a, I don't know my necklines either. I don't know my colours, I don't know my necklines, but that is what it looks like. And last but not least, we've got this black background photo of Taylor, and she's wearing this white dress and holding what looks like a white bed sheet. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the thing out of that one. This one is Old Habits Die Screaming. That's the one that is on this one, on the black dog one there. And then black background, Taylor in this white dress holding what looks like a white bed sheet, or maybe holding like a, no, that's a bed sheet. 6 weeks of breathing clean air, I still miss the smoke. So that is the final one of these. So again, these are really nice. I really like these photo cards. I'm not sure what to do with them. Do I put them on my wall? Do I just like keep them in the little like envelope? I don't know. What do you guys do? If any of you got the collector's edition, if so, let me know which one you've got and stuff, because I'm curious to see what you're going to do with the photo cards, because I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I really like them. I don't know, like, if people who've got K-pop albums, is there like a thing you do with them? Like, I don't know, but I like them. So that is the Black Dog variant collector's edition, and also obviously the Black Dog variant, the one you're going to get from Target with the poster. So we just have one more to go. It's been a long video, everybody. Thank you for sticking with me. If you're sticking with me for this long, it's been a long one. But we are going to go on the final version, which is the Bolter, which is actually my favourite cover of all of them. And for some reason, this is the number 4 in terms of like the posters. It says 4 at the top, even though this wasn't the 4th to be announced. The final one to be announced is the Black Dog. So that's quite interesting. But that is what that one looks like. Go back for the round 4 of 4 of the Torture Poets department. I had to recharge my camera because the video is so long that it would not let me do it all in one go. So anyway, this is the Bolter. This is my favourite of all the covers. So that is what it looks like. So this is one number 404. I'm curious why this is number 404. I presume it doesn't really matter, but she announced them in a different order. I want to know why. I presume there's honestly nothing deep about it. I get it's just a random order, but like, I'm a curious lady. I like to know things. So this one I got from HMV and it was $14.99. I think it was $13.99 on Taylor's store because again, this is just the one with the poster in rather than the collector's edition, which we will... Oh my gosh, I forgot about the hype sticker, which I did not want to damage. But we got there in the end. It's okay, everybody. It is intact. Nobody panic. I was the only one panicking there, but I was still stressed. I also have the signed CD to come, so I did order the signed CD, so that should come next week. I'm slightly stressed because I've seen some people online get their signed CD, and do you want to know? It didn't come signed. If my signed CD did not come signed, I think I would burst into tears. Because imagine having the excitement of getting a signed CD and it's like, surprise. It's not signed. Okay, so this one is the Bolter. Now this is, I would describe this as a warm grey. Like the background for this is a warm grey, and then it's got Taylor on a bed. She's got like a arm, like a head resting on her arm. That is how I would describe that. And then it's like a grey kind of blah, blah, blah. With the torture poster mount on the front. On the back, it's got a photo of Taylor with like a hands and a hair. And it says, "You don't get to tell me about sad." All of the tracks are exactly the same. We know the drill by now. The file name is the Bolter. So that is the bonus track that is on this. And there you go. And that's the front cover. So let's open this bad boy up. So here we have the CD. The CD, again, is this warm grey. I would describe it as a warm grey. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is the colour of the CD, sorry. The other ones, it didn't really represent it quite well there, but that is what it looks like. So the Torture Post Department logo is in white, and its file name, the Bolter. And then behind here, you've got the Stevie Nicks poem, so behind the CD. The bit behind the CD is ever so slightly different, but honestly, it's not, like, noticeably different. It is obviously the poem, but like the bit behind the poem. The lyrics in here, in this poster, oh, this is probably my favourite poster of all. It's Taylor, like, with the white dress, with, like, the bed sheet holding it, and her hands are like in her hair. It kind of looks like the Black Dog cover, but it's ever so slightly different. And the lyrics for this one are Fresh Out the Slammer, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff. So again, it's kind of looking like it's a file. So as you can see there, it's like a file. So it's got Torture Post Department, and it's also got that little paw print as well, because obviously the Black Dog. I do think the paw prints that are on here are suspicious. I know we've got the Black Dog, but it just seems suspicious that they're on like everything. I don't know. I think it seems suspicious. Okay, and then we have the lyric booklet. So let's open her up. I do love that these lyric booklets are different in each one. It shows that we've got a proper album photo shoot for this one. So it's got the front cover of this one, and then on the back it's got a picture of Taylor kind of like side on, and her face is facing towards the camera. And then it says file name, the Bolter, and then the Torture Post Department logo in white. So on this first page, this one is a lighter grey in terms of this. We've got another photo of Polaroid of Taylor and Post Malone, and it is one of them facing towards the camera. Then you've got some ones of Taylor with this like black kind of like t-shirt on, and the sleeve has sort of come off. You've got two photos there. Next, we've got My Boy Only Breaks His Favourite Toys. We've got Taylor with a black background kind of facing away from the camera, like side on, which is quite cool. Down Bad is a black and white picture of Taylor. You've got the black background of her kind of like side-ish side view. Did you describe it as side view? I don't know. So Long London, another close-up photo of Taylor, and the lyrics for this are, "You swore that you loved me, but where were the clues?" So those are the lyrics on this one for that. But Daddy, I Love Him, the shape for this one, that the lyrics, it's in a circle. Something suspicious about that as well. I'm sorry, I'm not one to look for Easter eggs and everything, but the fact that they are different shapes and the different variants is suspicious. And the lyrics for this are, "Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer." So that is the lyrics on But Daddy I Loved Him. And then you got Fresh Out the Slammer, another picture of Taylor at the top there. Florida of Taylor and Florence. And for Guilty as Sin, we got this picture of Taylor with like the black dress kind of thing, but like the sleeves are off her shoulder. On this page with Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can, and an LOML. It's just black, it's just grey, sorry. So it's just like a grey, different shades of grey. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. The lyrics for this are, "I can pass this test." You've got Taylor holding some flowers in one and then facing towards the camera in another. And then the lyrics for The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived are, "And in plain sight you hid, but you are what you did," and the "did" is underlined. So that's interesting. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived is absolutely like savage. Like she's full on going for it. The Alchemy, it's Taylor wearing that like black lace kind of like jacket sort of thing, which I'm obsessed with. I love that so much. For Clara Bow, it's the picture I said on the other one kind of looks like an award show or kind of like prom picture with that gorgeous dress on. It's so beautiful. The Bolter is just the grey background, and then for the poem it's a close-up of Taylor facing the camera as well. So that is everything that's included in the Bolter photo version with the one with the posters, sorry. So this is the version that you'll get in Target or HMV in the UK. As I said, I got it from HMV in the UK. You can also get it from independent record stores, and I got it for $14.99. Prices will vary ever so slightly though, depending on where you buy it. So that is that. Very beautiful, and my hair has decided to attach itself to it. Last but not least, we have made it to the end. We have made it to the end, everybody. It has taken a very long time for us to get here, but we have got here nonetheless. So this is the collector's edition of the Bolter. Again, I ordered this from Taylor's online store, and I'm super excited about this because this is the final one, and they've all been pretty good so far. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think these collector's editions are some of my favourite Taylor CDs she's ever released, because it shows a lot of effort has been made with these, and all of these CDs, including this one, they've all been made in Germany, interestingly enough. So you've got this thick CD case there, so it's thicker than like a normal jewel case. You see everything else is the same on the front and the back. And then you open up this first bit, you've got the CD, so I think it'll just be the same where it's this like grey kind of thing, but again I would describe it as a warm grey. Then you've got the lyric booklet. The lyric booklet is exactly the same in this as it is in the version you'll get with the posters, and then the main difference, obviously the shape of it, but also the artifacts. So I'm excited to see these final ones of the artifacts, because the artifacts have been really fun. I really liked them. I think they've done a really good job with these. So you've got the Stevie Nicks poem as well, and then you've got these. So this one is in a lighter grey colour and the text is in black. So the Bolter little image is of a rabbit on like a square kind of like diamondish shaped lawn, and it also has the Torture Post Department logo at the bottom of that like lawn area. File name, the Bolter, the Torture Post Department, the Bolter patch, department bookmark, the Bolter magnet, and 4 photo cards. And on the back the lyrics are, "And she just knows she must bolt." Issued by Taylor. Taylor's like signature, Taylor Swift, with the Torture Post Department logo in black. So we'll do it in the exact same order we've done the rest of them in. I think it's interesting that the thing that has the bookmark in is a slightly different colour than what holds this. I think it's because it's a different kind of material. It's a slightly like different kind of paperish. But I think that's interesting. Maybe it's just me, because I think this is very similar to the one that holds the photo cards is very similar. Not interesting at all, but in case you were curious, in case you were like, oh, that looks a different colour, it's because it is a slightly different colour. So this is the bookmark. So the bookmark, it says the Bolter, it's the same gold colour, they're all exactly the same. You have the Bolter engraved on this one, and then on the back you've got the Torture Poets Department logo there too. So we'll pop you back in there for safekeeping. But I am a reader, so maybe it'll be good for my books, because sometimes I'll bend the page. I know, that is bad, but I do it. Now the Bolter patch is a different kind of shape. It is the shape of it's a diamond shape, but it's like a diamond on its side. So it says the Bolter, and it's got this rabbit on the front, or maybe it's a hare. It might be a hare because it looks like quite a big to be a rabbit. Let me know for the rabbit hare fans which one it is. I think it's a hare. And then the grass is kind of again also in the shape of a diamond behind it, and then it has the little Torture Poets Department logo there. But yeah, patches are pretty good quality. Like them. The magnet, I think my favourite of all the patches, like the designs, probably still the Manuscript. I think that's the nicest one. But let me know in the comments what your favourite is of them. I think my favourite is the Manuscript in terms of those, because I just think it's quite a nice like picture. And then you have the Bolter, this is the magnet. So you've got the magnet, and as I've said with the rest of them, the patches is slightly bigger. So you can see there they are bigger. And obviously you can magnet this to things that are magnetic. Obviously you all know how magnets work. If not, I cannot teach you. I'm not a physics channel. Or I might know. Okay, and then we've got the little envelope for the photo card. So it is this grey kind of colour, the same colour that the artifact envelope is, but not that the bookmark envelope is. With the design with the hare? Rabbit? Hare? Hare. And it's got the Torture Post Department logo in black, and then it says with excerpts from the Bolter photo cards. Woo! So let's open her up and see these final ones. So first up, we've got this picture of Taylor, and she has her like hand out towards the camera. If any of you are Disney fans and you've been on Magic in Disney World or Disneyland, in California Adventure or Disneyland Paris, or it might be in the Studios Park, you know when Ariel's reaching her hands towards the camera? This is a very niche audience. I don't know if any of you will understand what I'm talking about. That is what she's doing in this. And the lyrics are on this: And at first blush, this is Fate. So there you go, that's that one. It's a little bit harder to read because the text is in white. Oh, there we go, that's better. And then on the back, you've got that bolter with the hair. I'm gonna say hair, I think it's a hair. And then this one, you've got a picture of Taylor kind of like hunched over. She's kind of like looking towards the camera. But as she was leaving, it felt like breathing. So that's another one there. In the back. Then we've got Taylor in that gorgeous, I'm describing it as a jacket, but it's more like, I don't want to say a house coat, and it's not a dressing gown, a robe, a lace robe. There we go, we got it in the end. So that is that one. I love this picture so much. I need every photo of her in this outfit because it's beautiful. And it says, ended with the slam of a door, but she's got the best stories. So ended with the slam of the door, she's got the best stories. And the writing of this is white, so it's a little bit hard to show on camera, but I think you can kind of see it. And then last but not least of all the photo cards, we have the final one, a picture of Taylor kind of side on, and the lyrics are, hearts are hers for the breaking. So that is the final one, hearts are hers for the breaking. And that is everything that is in the Bolter collection of the Torture Poets Department Collector's Edition. And we've done it. So that is everything that is included in all these CDs. Now obviously I will be doing different videos as well. As you can see behind me, I've got cassettes for the first time. I've never ordered Taylor cassettes before, but people said when like 1989 came out and stuff that they wanted me to do cassette videos. So here I am, doing cassette videos, so that will be a video as well. I'll also obviously be unboxing those bad boys behind me, the vinyl. I know you all love a vinyl unboxing, so that will be coming too, which I'm super excited about. But I hope you've liked the CD unboxing. Definitely unhinged of me to buy the collector's editions and the poster editions, but I had to do it. I wanted to do it. And it brings me happiness, so no one be mean. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you've got any questions about anything, let me know in the comments and stuff, because I'm more than happy to answer them, because I know like these can be quite a lot of money and stuff if you're not sure about what you want and you're just kind of curious, like, oh, do I get this, do I get this one? So if you've got any questions, let me know, because I will do my best to answer them to kind of help you decide which version you want. Now this version at kind of time of recording is not on Taylor's website anymore, but people will be reselling them, but they'll be slightly more expensive, so do bear that in mind. I don't know if they'll bring them back to the store. They didn't bring the 1989 Taylor's version ones back to the store after the album had come out, but you never say never. Never say never, because there was definitely a lot of things I didn't think Taylor would do and then did them. For example, announce a new album at the Grammys. I was so adamant she would not. She did. So yeah, lots of things she could do, and we never know. So yeah, feel free to ask me any questions. I will do my best to answer them. And I hope you like this video. Let me know what your favourite song is from the album. I love reading comments and stuff. My favourite right now is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, because it's just so like bopping, but sad bopping. I've also recorded a reaction video, but I've not had the time to edit that yet, but that will also be coming too. So we're going to have a lot of Torture Poets Department videos. I will make a playlist of all of them, and they'll also obviously be part of my Taylor Swift playlist as well, so make sure to check out my other unboxings. I've been doing unboxings of Taylor albums since Lover, when Lover came out, because I did the Lover box unboxing. I think they've improved a bit since then. Maybe. If not, don't tell me. But yeah, I hope you've liked this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you're new here, it would mean the absolute world. If you want to be notified when I post like the vinyl video or the cassettes video and everything, make sure to click the bell icon as well. But it means the absolute world when you like my videos and subscribe and do all the like the YouTube things. It is honestly, it means so much to me, and shows me that you like these kind of videos and that I should do more of them. So yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you liked this video. Again, if you did, please like it, comment, just lots of things. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching, because this has been a long one. If you made it to the end, wow, congratulations. You have stuck with me for a long time, so thank you. And I hope you've liked this. I hope it has taught you a lot about the different versions. But yeah, and I have one final thing to say. Have a great day. Or evening if it's the evening if you watch this, or morning. Whatever time you're watching this, have a great day. Evening, night. Enjoy yourself.